Hey folks, Grego here. How about a surprise unannounced Saturday afternoon live stream? Why not? Right now, the host and founder and main antagonist of Spilled Geek Tea, Reverend Amagon, also known as Tase T Kaaake, he's on vacation. And he is the one that has actually inspired these snack food videos that I've been doing. So since he's been out, isn't that a good reason to fill in for him? But actually, the main reason that I'm doing this right now here today is that I'm testing out a new 4K camera, and also I'm going to test out a new Japanese only KitKat. And I need to actually do an episode on these now because our family wants to open and eat them. So those are the two reasons for the surprise live stream. Now, one thing that I've noticed on the Timescales channel is that people are not expecting live streams. And that would make complete sense because I haven't done live streams in the past. I believe the first one that I did was last month in Japan, and it didn't get very many viewers. But I'm noticing over time, as people are getting more accustomed to finding a live stream on this channel, it's getting more viewers and it's certainly getting more subscribers. And I appreciate everyone that has subscribed recently. Now, the Japanese only KitKat fiasco was again caused by Reverend Amagon, also known as Tase T Kaaake. You're going to find two links right down in the description below. The first one is for Spill the Geek Tea, which is a new variety program run by people who like Doctor Who, but we talk about other things not related to Doctor Who in real life. I'm a co-host, and I find it to be very interesting. It's a fun weekly geek out session, and it's going to be going live in March. Now, the second link you're going to find is to Tase T Kaakke's original channel, where he started doing these snack food reviews. And when I started watching those, I thought, hey, this is really cool because I like strange and odd snack foods. And we were recently in Japan, and what a greater place to try strange and odd snack foods than in Japan. So aside from these snack food shorties, what you're going to be able to find right now on the Timescales is a series of interviews of people in arts and performing arts that right now is paused. There are a few more episodes of it coming, and stay tuned, and you'll see those right here on this channel. Starting tonight, what you're going to see is a 10-part series where I was testing a Google Pixel 9 Pro XL phone, and it's basically walking around on Enoshima Island in Fujisawa, Japan. An absolutely beautiful place. It's a lot of stairs. It can be really, really brutal. So if you were going to traverse Enoshima Island all the way to the coast and the caves, make sure you're physically fit because it wore my ass out. And it took a couple of days to recover from that. And apparently some people don't make it all the way from one side to the other. But we did. And that video series starts airing tonight, February 1st, for 10 days in a row. And then you will see even more videos after that, and plus a whole bunch of fun short clips. But now, let's jump into this snack right here. KitKat. Okay, as you see, the name is in Japanese. Now, what that says, and I'm going to go with my pronunciation, Mont Blanc. Okay, the French pronunciation is Mont Blanc, where the T is silent. But I'm not French, and I don't have a French accent, so I'm not even going to try that. But I'll just call these Mont Blanc. Now, what is Mont Blanc? All right, this says right up here, it's part of the autumn sweets. Let's take a look at Mont Blanc. or Mont Blanc. What actually is that? Let's see. According to Wikipedia, Mont Blanc is the highest mountain in the Alps in Western Europe, and the highest mountain in Europe outside of the Caucasus Mountains. Not sure how to pronounce that. It rises 4,800.5 meters, which is 15,766 feet above sea level, located on the French and Italian border. It's the second most prominent mountain in Europe after Mountain Elbrus, and the 11th most prominent mountain in the world. Okay, so how does that relate to Japanese KitKat bars? What is this? Mont Blanc is a dessert of sweetened chestnut puree in the form of vermicelli, and it's topped with whipped cream. It was created in the 19th century Paris, and the name comes from Mont Blanc, the mountain, because the dish resembles a snow-capped mountain. Mont Blanc has been an autumn and winter favorite at Parisian patisseries, notably the Parisian tea shop Angelica. For a long time, it was considered old-fashioned and heavy, and it's become newly popular in the 2020s in a lighter form at trendy shops with many variations. Now, it was also popular in Japan in the 1980s, and this would explain why this is being marketed towards the Japanese market. Now, one comparison I can give would be fondue. Back in the late 70s and the early 80s, fondue was very popular in the US, and Mont Blanc as a dessert had a real heyday in the 1980s in Japan. And apparently, these flavors are still dear to the hearts of Japanese consumers, which is why Nestle has provided this. Now, let's take a look at the back here. Now, Reverend Amagon Tasty Cake will typically read ingredients of a snack, and I've never done that. And in this case, I wouldn't be able to. And there's two reasons. The package was in Japanese, which I cannot read Japanese. And then it also has an export label on it where the ingredients are printed so small that it's almost microscopic. So I wouldn't be able to read these unless I took a photograph of them and blew them up large. But let's find out what they taste like. Let's see here. I don't know how many pieces are in this, but it's about that many. So let's take one out. Okay, sure enough. Here's what the front looks like. Okay, and here's what the back looks like. Now, if you look at this white area, that is for writing a message. Why? Because Nestle markets these in Japan as gifts. The limited edition Japanese-only KitKats have been accepted as a gift food item in the Japanese market. So good job to Nestle for that. All right, let's open this thing up here, because nothing is funner than breaking a KitKat in half. Now, as far as Mont Blanc, I don't recall tasting that dessert ever in my life. So let's snap this thing. There we go. Let's see what it tastes like. That is really super good. Wow. Why can't we get these in America, Nestle? That's what I'd like to know. Are we so lame as consumers? Do we have lame palates or something here in America? Why only in Japan? These are absolutely wonderful. The nut flavor comes through really well. And I'm sure that this is mostly, if not completely, artificially flavored, but we can still have fun, right? So there you go, folks. There's a surprise live stream, another neat Japanese KitKat flavor Mont Blanc. So stay tuned. And I want to really say thank you for everybody that's subscribed recently. That's really awesome. It's nice to have fun doing something and then find out that apparently other people are enjoying what you're doing. That's really cool. So this should finish this new 4K camera test. And here's a static picture of a Japanese Mont Blanc KitKat. Peace out from San Francisco. Everyone have a nice night.